Hey, what's good, YouTube world? My name's Prashil, you all can call me Prash, and I bought a Mach 6 Golf R. Alright, so this is a 2010 Mach 6 Golf R, and with the Mach 6 Golf R, you get a 2-liter inline-4 EA113 engine. It was actually taken out of the Mach 5 GTIs, and the block and the cylinders were all reinforced, and better fuel injectors were added, which gave an increase in performance and allowed for better tunability. And all those upgrades resulted in the EA113 engine, which is the heart of the Mach 6 Golf R. Now, how does this differ from the Mach 6 Golf GTI? Well, on top of having the better engine, which does not have the tensioner belt issues that the Mach 6 GTIs had, this also features the Haldex 5 4-wheel drive system. So this car has 4-wheel drive, which is absolutely awesome because it allows it to be an all-weather car. So you're able to get better traction all year round in all seasons. All right, so that's pretty much it for the introduction of this car. I gotta say, it looks really nice in this light. I'm just gonna do a bit of a walk around here. And yeah, so the color I went with was Rising Blue. So the car does feature the 19-inch Talladega wheels, which I really like. I've had them painted in gloss black, so they actually match the front grille as well as the side mirrors. And I gotta say, it really adds to the two-tone look that I was going for. And for the most part, I gotta say, it's a pretty tidy car all around. Now, I do wanna just apologize for all the noises of the insects and cicadas. I can't really do much. I will probably upgrade my mic later on. But yeah, this is pretty much walking around the car. So yeah, there hasn't really been much done to this car cosmetically and engine-wise. It's pretty much all stock standard. All right, so I want to jump into the interior of this car real quick because that was also one of the reasons I decided to go with the Mach 6. And as you can see, you get these absolutely fantastic Recaro bucket seats that were actually only available in the Mach 6 Golf R. Yeah, these things are absolutely phenomenal. I love sitting in them. You know, the bolster is just so good. It really does keep you in the seat while you're ripping up the streets, so it's actually really, really nice. And you know, these seats for the most part are in pretty decent condition, both of them. Now, the driver's side does have a little bit of wear and tear, but you know, that's to be expected with a 12-year-old car, as this is a 2010 Golf R. The passenger side is honestly actually pretty decent. A little bit of wear and tear there too, but yeah, it's pretty decent for the most part. Now, I do understand that this was an optional extra back in the day when these were first manufactured, and I also understand that they were quite a pricey optional extra. So yeah, while these seats are quite rare, they are very nice. Now, I gotta say, as for the interior, it kind of does show its age, but you know what, it's all there. You do get navigation, and you can, you know, play your music. Actually, you can't play your music off the Mach 6 Golf R because it does require you to actually connect your phone, place your phone in here and actually connect it. Now, that is actually built for an iPod Touch. So yeah, the tech in here is a little bit dated because you can't actually play music via Bluetooth off the standard OEM infotainment system, which really does suck, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I normally just play music off of my phone speakers. It is what it is. Now, if you look in the interior is pretty clean and tidy for the most part, except for when you get over here to the shifter. So the shifter base cover is actually pretty scratched up. It's a little banged up, and this is a known issue with the Mach 6 Golf Rs. I have got a replacement on the way, which I purchased from AliExpress. So yeah, I might do another future video where I show how to actually replace the base shifter cover on the Mach 6 Golf R, so you can stay tuned for that. And yeah, the steering wheel is pretty stock standard. You know, I honestly do prefer the look of the newer generation steering wheels, but you know what, for what it is, it's actually pretty decent. All right, so let me just pop the hood real quick. So yeah, like I said, the engine is pretty stock standard. I am looking to do a couple upgrades in the future of the engine and definitely push a stage 1 or stage 1 plus tune. So yeah, stay tuned for that, I guess. No pun intended. But yeah, it's super clean, super tidy. Not much else to show in the engine bay for now. I will be adding to that hopefully soon. But yeah, that's pretty much the engine bay. So you've got your TSI EA113 engine. All right, so why did I choose to go for the Mach 6 Golf R? Well, I think the first thing I just want to say is that I love the look of this car. I think the Mach 6 Golf R is really the pinnacle in terms of design. I do like the older gens, like the R32 and the Mach 4s and the 3s, but for some reason I've always liked the Mach 6 Golf R. And honestly, to be quite frank with you, these cars are really, really underrated for what they are and the performance that you can actually get at the price point. Now, on the road, I'll see a lot of Mach 7 Golf Rs, and they are pretty nice, but you know what? None of them have this kind of aggressive look. I honestly don't think the Mach 7s look bad, but I honestly prefer the look of the Mach 6 Golf Rs. They just look so good. I don't know what it is, but I think the design just works all around the car. It just flows so seamlessly all the way to the back. And I absolutely love the back end of this car. I love that the dual exhausts are centered in the middle, so it makes it look a little bit different from the newer generation Mach 7 and 8 Golf Rs. And I really like that it looks aggressive without being too overbearing, I think. I love the wheel. I love the stance too so far. I don't think I'm gonna lower it, but yeah, I'll see what happens in the future. But yeah, the Mach 7s, while being really nice, I think for the price and the car you get, you pretty much get most of the performance of the Mach 7. And I honestly really like the design of this car. Now, I do understand that when these came out, they were quite high in price, and I think that's what put off people from purchasing these. But now the secondhand market for these are actually pretty decent. You can pick one up for a decent amount without breaking the bank, so that's what I like. Another thing I just want to mention are the LEDs that you get at the front. I think they look super sick. They did change that in the Mach 7s where they put it in the actual headlight unit, which I don't really like. I prefer the LEDs to be separate from the headlight unit, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, the Haldex system in these cars are really nice. Just let that car go. And yeah, other than the Haldex four-wheel drive system being really great in these, the engine has plenty of room to be tuned beyond 300 horsepower. I'm not looking to make crazy horsepower in this car because it is my daily driver. I do want to find the balance between a nice quick ride and a nice comfortable ride. And yeah, that, ladies and gents, is why I decided to buy a Mach 6 Golf R. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from this video. And I hope you decide to stay tuned for more videos around this car because I've got big plans for this car this year. I want to do a couple cosmetic modifications, a couple engine modifications, as well as a few exhaust modifications as well. Maybe pick up a catback. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing and liking this video. And stay tuned for more content. I'll catch you in the next one.